What is going on, Glitcher Gang? Get your boy GlitcherBro23 here, back with another reaction. Today we're checking out a new artist who I've heard the name before, Chino XL, Father's Day. This was given to me, I think, by the same person who requested the previous track, which, beautiful storytelling track. Same thing, I believe, with this track. I believe it is another storytelling track. And it's very late at night, so I do apologize if my energy is a little low, if I do look a little tired. But I'm trying to get on a video every single day for you guys now that I'm back on YouTube, and that's how you build a reaction channel here on YouTube. You gotta put out videos every single day. So we finna check this out. Like I said, I've heard the name before, and the most notable thing I've heard Chino XL from is Hit 'Em Up. You know, Tupac dissed him, Mobb Deep, Biggie Smalls, all those East Coast rappers back from the 90s on that track. And Chino XL was one of those rappers I know Tupac name dropped. But if you guys want to see more from him in the future, y'all know what to do. By this point, hit that like button if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment what you want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it by the end of the video. If you guys want to join my Discord, the Glitcher Gang, as always, the link will be down below in the description, along with the reaction request form, and for those of you who want to see me cover your requests sooner than later. But other than that, Father's Day, Chino XL. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Hey. We on the 4th floor. I asked the mother, but we both are unsure. Yeah, this is where the doctor said that we should go. Holding my child, she's 10 months old. The hospital was so cold. Definitely.
I want to make sure real quick before we get any further. Okay, yeah. So I did unpause it. All right, let's restart real quick. Let's restart.
Yeah. Question, why we on the 4th floor? I asked the mother, but we both are unsure. Yeah, this is where the doctor said that we should go. Holding my child, she's 10 months old. The hospital was so cold. Definitely ruining all our holiday plans. The beach sands, filling out some bland paperwork with shaky hands. Seeing little children stricken with a certain sickness. Clutch my baby a little tighter, reflect the nervous feelings. A whole hour passed.
So it's already kind of started off. Baby was being born on the 4th floor. It's a cold hospital. It seems like the father, because I'm assuming that with the track being a name too, you know, the father's a little hesitant seeing all these babies who have like their own, like, you know, they're not completely perfect. They were born with like some issues, you know what I mean? So it's what I'm already getting just from start.
Filling out some bland paperwork with shaky hands. Seeing little children stricken with a certain sickness. Clutch my baby a little tighter, reflect the nervous feelings. A whole hour passed, we starting to lose patience. Humbled by the thoughts of patience lost in this situation. Here comes a nurse, not knowing that we should fear the worst. To see the doctor's mouth moving, couldn't even hear the words. This isn't happening to you, I'm like Superman, and I could protect you from anything. I was really scared. I realized what I heard but not prepared for. The sentence that the doctor said, your daughter has cancer. I will take.
He said, I feel like Superman. I feel like I can protect you from anything, but the words that the doctor said is something that he like was scared for. Daughter has cancer. Oh, that's tough out there, man. That's tough. As someone who lost their grandmother to cancer, I can only imagine how much worse it must be to bring someone into this world, for them to get an illness that it's very likely untreatable. You know what I mean? Like, that shit hit. Oh, that shit hits on another level. Compared to what I went through, that shit hits on another level. But hey, I'm there for anyone. I'm there for anyone.
Take my life right now. If you would save my child, I'd exchange my life for hers. This is my solemn vow.
He says, I'll exchange my life for hers if you just save my child. Oh, that's... Dude, that would be any father who's put in a situation where if it was their son, their daughter, their wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, their parents, that's any man put in that situation. I'd exchange my life so my family could be happy. You know, I mean, that's not even with just a man. That's just anybody in general. Any like selfless person would have that kind of thought. Take my life just so they can be happy. They could be perfect. They don't have to worry about this disease that'll kill them. You know what I mean? So, come on, man. I know we're walking there.
No more chemo in her veins, and no more screams of pain. This is a father's shame that I can't save you from everything. Okay, I gotta man up. It hit me so hard that I could barely stand up. And the flowers and balloons and the cards came. Prayers many hours, knees bruised, all in God's name. So much. If only my feeble hands could remove this neuroblastoma tumor from your adrenal glands. Why you? Why now? It didn't feel fair. Your grandma shed tears. You lost your hair. It's unbelievable, little.
Dude, I'm so tired right now. I don't want to cry though. Like, this is very emotional. This is definitely another very emotional track, like Miss Jenkins, which we reacted to yesterday. Damn, bro, y'all just hitting me with the nail in the coffin, like coming back. It's two deep ass tracks in a row, man. I love them though. I absolutely love them. They're, like I said, storytelling has kind of become a lost craft in hip hop, and you really get a lot of replay value, especially from a storytelling track, more than I think some of this just always boasting about bitches and money. Some of the like kind of lyrical miracle type of tracks, as people love to label them, you know, personal tracks and storytelling tracks, I think will always have the most replay value, and it's both of those type of categories of making a record, especially in hip hop, have kind of been lost. You know what I mean? So someone like this will always hold value to someone like me. You know what I mean? Especially because I can relate to the cancer situation so much, man. Like I said, my grandmother had cancer from about like, she had it a year and a half, beat it, came back I think 2 to 3 months later, and then unfortunately lost and passed away second time around in March of 2018. So it's been past 4 years since that shit happened, you know what I mean? So come on.
Bella was that strong and inconceivable. We lived in a hospital that long, protecting your immune system from contaminants. You had to wear a medical mask. Can't give my kid a kiss. I learned to envision your face growing, getting old.
He's talking about the hair being shaved off earlier, and then the kid had to wear a medical mask. I can't even give my kid a kiss. Like, that's terrible.
Envision you driving your first car and getting your diploma. Envision your wedding, your husband better be a soldier. A little girl sick like you died 2 rooms over. Eva, I will take my life right now. If you would save my child, I'll exchange my life for hers. This is my solemn vow. No more chemo in her veins, and no more screams of pain. This is a father's shame that I can't save you from everything. Chemotherapy made Christmas hard to process. I fed the family faith, hoping it make their fears.
That's anybody with chemo. Not only is it expensive, but that's all you could really think about. Honestly, especially during holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas, where Thanksgiving you're talking about what you're thankful for, you know, Christmas where it's more about the giving than getting, you know what I mean? Like, especially during holidays like those. And like I said, chemo expensive. So in tough times, like especially when someone got chemo, some of those people can't afford Christmas. I don't know, that's how my grandma was the last Christmas before she passed away. You know, so it's tough, man. It's tough, man. It does ruin, like, kind of that holiday, like, spirit. You know what I mean? I think that's the right word.
Chemotherapy made Christmas hard to process. I fed the family faith, hoping it make their fears starve to death. Your mom was tough, pray to St. Jude's that it's a bad dream, but couldn't be. I'm speaking to Dr. and not Epstein. I remember the cries, remember the meals, fed through tubes, pulling the red wagon, the sound of the plastic wheels. Kind of a metaphor for pulling through this ordeal. I pray my enemies never even have to.
He said the red wagon, pulling the red wagon is like a metaphor for this type of deal that I'm trying to pull through myself. Dude, Chino XL. And you could just hear kind of like, I don't know if that's him on the chorus too, I would assume so because I don't see any other feature. But you could seriously hear like how kind of scarring and how kind of like deep this really cuts him, you know what I mean? And it would cut anyone the same way. You know, especially if there's like, whether there's history or not, like, of family members getting chemo. You know, if cancer, it's a bitch, man. It's a bitch. And, like, it's difficult. It's difficult. And it's not even if you beat it, it's not guaranteed to go away forever. You know what I mean? Like I thought when it came to my grandmother, I thought we just completely beat it. But no, like she still lived her life like normal, aside from going to like chemotherapy, but like she lived her life to the fullest. And then it just came like that last like month or so before she passed away, like that's when shit just kind of hit the fan. You know what I mean? And I'm telling y'all, like, when I blow up, when I I'm talking like when we get to hopefully one day 1 million subscribers, I want to do one of those like kind of things that Twitch streamers do where they do like a live stream until they reach like a certain amount of like donations and donate to like some kind of like like cancer therapy like treatment, you know, or hospital or medical facility, you know what I mean? Like, just focus solely on cancer. There's a lot of things I want to do in the future when it comes to fundraisers. Hopefully when we get big enough to do something like that. And cancer's just like donating for cancer research or just families like who are struggling to pay for chemotherapy or just chemo in general, cancer treatments. That's like the first thing I want to do a charity for, like a donation stream for. You know what I mean? That like that's on everything because it just means so much to me. It means so much to me. If we had the money back when my grandmother got cancer, I think we could have got her the right people to help her sooner than we anticipated. You know what I mean?
For pulling through this ordeal, I pray my enemies never even have to know how this feels. But forget our feelings, doesn't matter. You're the one suffering. You couldn't speak a lot yet, but it's like your eyes were saying, Daddy, if it's an obstacle and price I gotta pay for a long, great life, then we'll make it through okay. The day of your final surgery, I still live in that moment. The teddy bear you were holding, I still own it. I watch the doors closing. February 2004. My little girl is cured. My God, I will take my life right now. If you would save my child, I'll exchange my life for hers. This is my solemn vow. No more chemo in her veins, and no This is a father's shame that I can't save you from everything.
My heart just like completely like dropped when he said that final line. Like there was gonna be two outcomes of that song, and I'm so happy it was the good outcome. I really am. It's just sorry, y'all. I'm happy for Chino. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. Just one of those tracks that just, you know, makes you wish the past was differently. Yeah, that one definitely hit on another level. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm tired. And my whole situation around my grandmother having cancer, it's a touchy subject. It really is. It still is for me. It really is. I've kind of, for the past couple of years, thought to myself that I've accepted it. You know, like not really accept it, but like kind of the concept. My grandmother's not here, and sometimes I do forget. Sometimes I do forget she really isn't with us anymore. Sometimes I forget that the house I'm living in was hers, and at one point, and I guess the thing that still does haunt me about her unfortunate passing, it's just the fact the way she went out. You know, I mean, I think that's what kind of still upsets me the most about that whole situation. It's just the fact that she went out to cancer. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to add that one. I'll definitely have to add that one. That was beautiful. There's nothing I could critique about that. I apologize for crying. I apologize for extending this outro this long towards the end. But I love that track. I really do. It's perfect. There's really nothing I could critique about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys enjoy. I want to see more from Chino XL. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for new. Comment what you want to see next. Share your thoughts and opinions about the track, my reaction to it. As always, the Glitcher Gang Discord, links in the description. Reaction request form as well. See you guys in the next one.